This is
MetaZoo. Magic is real. Real magic is everywhere. Magic is real. Choose your choose your
What up, MetaZoo maniacs and cryptid campers, and welcome to part one of many parts of my eBay sales history of everything I purchased personally on eBay and my MetaZoo collecting journey. So we're going to start back on August 3rd, 2021, and as you watch these videos, you're going to see many embarrassing moments where you're going to be like, you're just going to be like yelling at the screen. You're like, what were you thinking? Why did you pay so much? What were you doing? But anyone that was around in 2021 knows exactly what I was doing. I was giving into the FOMO just like everyone else. And the thing is, the FOMO was justified, because literally, if you bought a MetaZoo product, say back on April 3rd, 2021, literally a month, 2 months, 4 months later, the product that you were buying had a very good chance of doubling, tripling, maybe quadrupling in price. Like, it was absolutely insane, and this series of videos is going to document what it was like to be in MetaZoo since I started in MetaZoo back on August 3rd, 2021. So I hope you enjoy this series of videos. It's going to be absolutely fascinating, even for myself, because I don't remember a lot of these purchases. This is the first time I'm going to see these, and you're going to get my authentic reaction of clearly how dumb I was to buy a lot of this stuff. And I know there's a lot of people out there that were burnt by MetaZoo because they, invested in a lot or paid a lot. So did I. And that's why in 2024, I started going hard on the MetaZoo eBay sales videos, because I never wanted to be able to forget how cheap stuff got and what the dip of MetaZoo was like. Because I remember damn well how crazy it was to buy MetaZoo in 2021, 2022. But I wasn't making videos back then. So this is my closest opportunity I have to show people what it was like when MetaZoo first came out, at least from my experience starting August 3rd, 2021. So anyways, I'll stop babbling. Let's jump right into it. August 3rd, 2021, I picked up a first edition Crypto Nation booster box for $310.45 American. Now, to give some context, as of March 22nd, 2025, that's when I'm first starting to record these videos, you can buy the same box for about $150 American in auction. But keep in mind, even though this is quite a bit for a first edition Crypto Nation booster box, back in 2021, you're going to find out soon in this video, this was a steal of a deal compared to where the value of this box went. The second item I ever purchased from MetaZoo was a first edition Crypto Nation spellbook, August 4th, 2021, for $114.44 Canadian. And here's our first embarrassing moment. On August 5th, 2021, I bought a first edition blister pack and a release event box for $106.16 American. And then 4 days later, after I bought my first Crypto Nation first edition booster box, I bought another one for $569.98 Canadian. Now remember, that was 4 days ago. I bought one for $310 American, right? 4 days later, the cheapest I can get it for was $569 Canadian. So that would be well over $400 American. And 4 days earlier, I bought it for $310 American. So why did I buy this? Because in the span of 4 days, and Nick Strength the Pokemon knows this very well, literally every 24 hours or 48 hours, this booster box was going up by $50, $100. It was totally insane back then. And I just showed it here. Like, this is proof. One day, here, let's scroll down. Here, we'll just scroll down. It's not too far. Yeah, here we are. August 3rd, $310 American. So say maybe roughly $400 Canadian. Then we're going to scroll back up here. 4 days later, August 7th, this box was already up to $569 Canadian. Literally jumped over $150, close to $200 in value. Like, well, we'll say closer to $150 in the span of 4 days. This card I'll never forget and I'll never sell. I still have it. It graded a PSA 10, thank goodness. But yeah, I paid $129 American for a first anniversary promo card. That is totally insane. And the first single I ever bought, of course, had to be Bigfoot. Full Hollow First Edition, $53.70 Canadian. Next we have Bunnyman. Reverse Hollow, just First Edition. 3 of them for $31.50 Canadian. So about $10 each. And my very first Kickstarter card ever was Bunnyman, non-holo, probably came from a theme deck. Bought 4 of them for $51.32 American. That is crazy. And then I bought a a reverse holo Kickstarter Bunnyman for $89. I can't even say that without laughing. What in the world? But back then, man, having a Kickstarter card from MetaZoo was a big deal. And Bunnyman, I'd never heard of before MetaZoo. I absolutely love this artwork. And quick side note, about a month ago in 2025, so February 2025, I bought a sample Bunnyman for $186 American. Oh, the insanity. Look at this. Just a reverse holo first edition Mothman. Like it says here, not Kickstarter. I paid $140 American, but honestly, so was everyone else. This was pretty normal back on August 19, 2021. What do we got here? 2 second print, chapter 1, a MetaZoo comic book, $66.90. Okay, not too bad. Then we have Full Holo Mothman, first edition, not Kickstarter. I paid $336 American for this. But so was everyone else. And true story, you saw this Mothman right here, Full Holo first edition, and that reverse holo Mothman. So both of them, obviously combined, I paid about $470 American. True story, I sold those same 2 cards later on for just over $500 American total. Raw, not graded or anything, just raw. That's how crazy the market was back then. Anyone that was around on August 21st, 2021 definitely knows what I'm talking about. Here we have another first anniversary promo card, $44.63. I probably thought that was a steal of a deal back then. Yeah, trust me, I'm thinking the same thing you're thinking. Why in the world did I pay $56 American for a first edition Ghost Train? Holy moly. Even I can't comprehend that. And I'm the one that bought this, but that was the world of MetaZoo in 2021. And you thought that Ghost Train was crazy. Look at this. Silver Bullet, first edition, raw. $51.50. That is nuts. Next we have Bigfoot, reverse holo first edition, $17.99 Canadian. Well, this one I understand. And yeah, I mean, that Loveland Mailman promo card was pretty crazy to have. Came with the first anniversary promo card, $131.92 American. Reverse holo Mothman first edition, $100 Canadian. And if any of these sales seem totally nuts to you, I mean, just look at the date up here and that explains everything. Full holo Mothman, yeah, $250 pretty much. Raw. That actually wasn't a bad deal back then. And the reason I say that is because on September 8th, I mean, when was the Mothman here? Let's scroll down. So September 3rd, $250 for the best card you could pull. And then look how much I'm paying for a booster box, $550 Canadian. So to get the best card in the booster box for half the price of the booster box wasn't a bad deal in my opinion. Look how much I'm paying for a first edition spellbook, $143.50 Canadian. That's nuts. Hey, my first Kickstarter Bigfoot reverse holo, $105 American. Wow, that is crazy. But you gotta remember, Kickstarter boxes back then were selling for several thousands of dollars. Probably at this point, September 14th, probably well over $5,000 at that point, and only going up. So getting the Bigfoot card with the K on it here, even though it's reverse holo, the Kickstarter K, for $105 wasn't a bad deal at all back then. Wow, this is totally nuts. So we got 2 first edition blister packs for $114.92 Canadian. 2 of them. That's crazy. Oh, Gasanditha, the Canadian Charizard out of the Great Lakes, I think Lake Ontario. $89 American just for this card. 1 MetaZoo first edition release event box, $123.96 Canadian. That is absolutely nuts. Oh man, Manchak Swamp Priestess, raw, just like out of the theme deck or whatever, the release event box. $175 Canadian. Holy moly. Next we have the MetaZoo Cryptonation Kickstarter release event medal for $95.41. Another release event box for $125 Canadian. This is just for 1 box. I'm sitting here right now just looking at the screen, shaking my head, wondering how dumb I was. Did anyone else make this dumb of a purchase? 3 Cryptonation first edition blisters, but they were all Mothman blisters. $268 Canadian or American, like $269 American for 3 first edition blisters. I mean, thank goodness they were Mothman packs, so they all had full holos, but still. Next we have the very first MetaZoo Collecticon promo card, $67.64. Okay, I take it back. Those 3 blisters wasn't the dumbest purchase I ever made. This has got to be the dumbest purchase I made in my entire collecting history of MetaZoo. What was I doing? 5 first edition coins. They're all from the theme decks. Not even Kickstarter, just first edition theme decks. All 5 coins for $126.10 American. Oh my goodness. And another release event box for $126 Canadian. Oh my goodness, I can't stop shaking my head. The New York Comic Con promo card, there's only 5,000 of these made. $126 American. Damn. Even this, look at this, $126.49 Canadian up here. Yeah, it's just a pre-sale. Like, so when Top Series 0 first came out, this box sold out and crashed the Topps website for $50 a box. People were flipping the pre-sales on eBay, and I bought one for $126.49 Canadian. That is crazy. What do you have here? $164.08 American for two first edition Power Up Reds. And these are just first edition. Holy moly. So we got here Ding Bell coin, sweet, $33 American. And Hopkinsville Goblin King coin for $32 American, so $65.38 American total for 2 coins. Wow. I don't even know what's going on here. Why am I paying $76 American for Wahila? Anyone watching this part of the video that knows what I'm talking about, like, no one cares about this promo card. I paid $76 for it. That is totally nuts. Oh, and now we're entering Nightfall, the blister packs. I bought 6 of them for $240 Canadian. What in the world? And then I bought another 4 blisters for $126 American. Next we have the Cardiff Giant. I don't know why I'm paying $43.55 for that, but I did. I have trouble believing this is real, but I mean, it's on the screen, right? Reverse Hollow Headless Horseman Raw from Nightfall for $41.86. What in the world is going on here? Like, I literally haven't seen these sales in the last 4 years, so obviously I've completely forgotten what I purchased 4 years ago, and my mind is being blown right now, but with what I was purchasing. Reverse Hollow Mothman from Nightfall, $100 American. And now I hope everyone understands why I went totally nuts in 2024, starting to make all these eBay sales videos during the dip of MetaZoo. It's because I was around during 2021 when MetaZoo was going to the moon, and I know damn well how much money I spent on cards and how impossible it was to collect any good MetaZoo cards because it was just too expensive. So when everything crashed in 2024, I went completely nuts. I know a lot of people have been burned, they lost a lot of money. So did I. As you can see, and you're going to see in many videos coming up in this series, I lost a lot of money with what I bought from MetaZoo in the beginning. But I also saw an opportunity in 2024 to buy all the cards I ever wished I could afford back in 2021, 2022. Oh, look at this one. I'll never forget this. Okay, you see how it says $157.33 American here? And it says $0 up here. The reason why is because I won this. I believe it was an auction. So it was for a Nightfall Mothman Hollow, a Reverse Hollow Mothman, and a regular non-Hollow Mothman. So it was all 3 different variations of the Mothman from Nightfall for $157.33 American. When I won that, I was excited. I'm like, oh my goodness, I got all 3 variations of Mothman from Nightfall for $157. Thing is, the guy selling this to me, What's Collectible Cards, they canceled the order because I didn't feel like it sold for enough in the auction. They made some excuse to like, oh, we lost it or it got damaged. You know how eBay sellers are when they don't get enough money. They actually canceled the order. So I was never able to receive these 3 cards. So thank you, What's Collectible Cards. You saved me $157.33. He felt like this wasn't enough and canceled the order. So I ended up not paying and I wasn't able to get the cards. So I know I'm milking it here, but Mothman. This is from Nightfall booster box. A full Hollow Mothman, Reverse Hollow Mothman, and a non-Hollow Mothman. My order was canceled because it only sold for $157.33, and they felt like that was too cheap. But hey, I spent the money anyways. Look at this. 5 blisters for $131.25 Canadian. I opened these 5, and I actually pulled a full Hollow Mothman, so it paid off. I don't know what I'm doing here. I just bought a MetaZoo coin for $24.50 Canadian. Oh, it looks like I got my full Hollow Mothman anyways. I paid $100 American for a raw full Hollow Mothman. That is totally nuts. And since that other guy canceled that auction, I went out of my way to buy a Reverse Hollow Mothman from Nightfall for $44.82 American. Well, this wasn't a good deal. Collecticon Houston promo card, $58.26 American. Okay, at least I'm getting a little better deal. I mean, this is absolutely insane though. $132 American for 2 full Hollow Mothman from Nightfall. Looks like there's some hollow bleed error, but still, that is nuts. Oh, quantity 2. So for $122.52, another 2 full hollow Nightfall Mothman. Man, I'm spending way too much money. Look at this, 7 blister packs from Nightfall for $121 American. What am I doing? And then we have a full hollow Wendigo, the first one ever picked up, $79.59 American. And trust me, this price is cheap compared to what you're going to find out that I paid for a PSA 10 full hollow Wendigo. I paid a lot. Next from Nightfall, like, this is crazy. Full hollow Headless Horseman, November 23rd, 2021. I paid $56.88 American for this. What do we got here? We have a reverse hollow Mothman, reverse hollow Headless Horseman, and 2 reverse hollow Wendigos for $60 Canadian. I probably thought that was a steal of a deal. Oh, and now we're on the top Series 0 Mothman. I'll never forget what a mistake and the amount of money I wasted on this. Oh my goodness. I'm probably not going to want to see how much I paid here. Okay, so these cards are like worthless now, to the point where I literally doodle and I'll draw on these cards and color on them and, you know, just treat them as if they're worth nothing. So let's see how much I paid for these back in the day. And Cryptic Keeper knows what I'm talking about because I actually sent him one where I doodled on it and everything. Yeah, so December 3rd, 2021, I paid $88 for one. I'm just going to scroll up here. Okay, so we got the MetaZoo Cryptonation Topps collaboration card. $197 American for these 2 cards. Holy moly, okay. I know there's more Mothman coming yet. Oh no. I paid $105 for one of these. What in the world's going on here? It's only going to get worse. $100 for another one. $100 for another one. Oh my goodness. And $66, okay. 66. I probably thought I was getting a steal of a deal. 66. 66. How many did I buy? 67. Oh, combined shipping. Yay, I paid $332 American for those. Oh my goodness. $60 for another one. What do we got up here? Oh my goodness, $71. Oh, for 2 of them. I definitely thought that was a steal of a deal back then. Oh man, look how many of these Mothman cards I bought. Just the base Mothman cards. And if anyone wants to know my rationale for why I bought so many of these for so much, because I watched Nick Strength and Pokemon's video when he opened up 21 Top Series 0 boxes, and I think he pulled only 2 base Mothman cards out of there, out of 21 boxes, and each box cost $50 American, so that was like well over $1,000 American, and he only got 2 of these Mothman cards. So I was like, hey, if I could buy these for like $100 each or $60 each or whatever, that's not a bad deal. But yeah, what do we got here? Steve Aoki, serialized out of $2.99. I paid $277.32 for this card. I still have this card. It graded a PSA 10. I am not selling that. That is a really cool card to have in my collection. Next we have the participation medal, Rocky Mountain Games or whatever, $99.25. So that's way too much. Let's move on from that one. What do we got here? Yeah, the Collecticon promo card, $56.59 American. I still have this card. It's still in that wrapping and everything, that packaging, so that's kind of cool. Oh yes, the Mike Waddell content creator card, serialized out of $2.99 from Top Series 0. I bought it for $346.59 American. And I still have this card. It graded a PSA 10 along with that Steve Aoki, and I'm never selling those 2 because I paid way too much for them. Another Collecticon sealed promo card, $56.59. Piazza Bird, Aura Hollow. Yeah, woo, way too much, $85.55. Woo, there's a pretty penny. So Crypticon, Lexington. So this Crypticon card I thought was really cool. I paid $142 American, which is way too much. But in all honesty, I think it was worth every penny, because this card I got graded, and it graded a PSA 10. And these original MetaZoo Collecticon business cards are impossible to get as PSA 10. It's very difficult. I don't know what I'm doing here. The Topps, oh my goodness, Series 0 Aura Hollow Raw, $244. That is totally nuts. Oh, take a moment to look at this. What does this say? Second edition. I paid $100 American USD for a Raw second edition Mothman full hollow. That's literally the world we lived in January 5th, 2022. This was a thing that everyone was doing. This was not unusual. Booster boxes coming out of the gate were like $100, $140 or something. Like, yeah. Ooh, January 7th, 2022, I bought 3 reverse hollow second edition Mothman for $110. What am I doing? So $35 each? Honestly, I won't lie. I remember what I was thinking back then, and I told people, I'm like, I got them for $35 each only. Oh my goodness, it's such a good deal. Here we have a full hollow Mothman from Pin Club, $29.27. Okay, not the world's worst thing. Here we have Emerald City Collecticon. Yeah, $48.33. I mean, not a good deal nowadays, but back then that wasn't too bad. Next, one of my favorite cards in MetaZoo, Chupacabra, that no one cares about, from PhD Games. $41.95 back on January 10th, 2022. I don't know what I'm doing here, but a full hollow Headless Horseman for $32.74 Canadian. Oh, it was combined with the Halloween promo. What is it? Piazza Birds Peach Rings. So both of them for $45.46 Canadian. Another full hollow second edition Mothman for $79.50 American. And wow, this is only a PSA 9. So the Aura Hollow Mothman from Top Series Zero, $255 American. And another second edition full hollow Mothman for $74.78 American. And here we go. Now remember in the beginning of the video where I paid $310 for a MetaZoo booster box? And even then that seemed like it was expensive compared to nowadays you get it for $150. Well, back then MetaZoo, as we all know, was just going to the moon. Like every week, every month, you just did not know how high the next price was going to be or how crazy MetaZoo was going to get. And yeah, January 19, 2022, I paid $956.80 American for a first edition. This isn't Kickstarter. Back in January 19, 2022, Kickstarter was around $10,000 at this time, $8,000 to $10,000. This is just the first edition Crypto Nation booster box. I paid almost $1,000 American for it. And why did I do this? Because honestly, at that time, you had no idea to know if this was going to be worth $2,000 in 24 hours or even the next month or whatever. Like, you did not know. So I bought another one because I was like, man, the FOMO is still around 4 months later. Because remember, the very first box I bought was what? August 3rd, 2021? And this is 4 months later. Sorry, 5 months later. 5 months later, that same box I bought for $310 is selling for $956. And we all know there's people out there that paid over $1,000 for a first edition Crypto Nation booster box. Oh, and check this out. January 19, 2022, I did that, right? You want to see something even crazier? Let's scroll up a little bit. Boop, 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 boop. Yep, January 20th, 2022, I paid $232.92 for a blue sticker second edition booster box. Oh yes, everyone watching this is laughing at me, and trust me, I'm laughing at myself too. I opened this box. I actually got a full hollow Mothman and a reverse hollow Mothman. So at that point in time, it was worth it. And next thing you know, a day or two later, I bought another full hollow Mothman second edition for $68.97 Canadian. And there's no picture for this, but yeah, I bought a full hollow Wendigo PSA 10 for almost $400 Canadian. Oh man, this card started crashing in value after this so bad, but yeah, that happened. That's crazy. Let's take a moment to just digest that. This is a Nightfall Wendigo full hollow PSA 10 for almost $400 Canadian. This is one of my favorite purchases I ever made. I don't have this card anymore, but it was a Kickstarter Loveland Frogman reverse hollow PSA 6 for $200 Canadian. Now, when I got this card, I loved looking at it. I mean, it was a Kickstarter Loveland Frogman. I didn't care that it was a PSA 6. I didn't care that it was reverse hollow. All I knew was it was a Kickstarter Loveland Frogman. I literally would take this with me to work. It would just be in my pocket. I love looking at it. And yeah, fast forward like 3 years later, now I have a full hollow Loveland Frogman Kickstarter PSA 10 that I bought for $300 Canadian. Hey, here's the card I've talked about in past videos. So a long time ago from Nick Strength and Pokemon, as you can see right here, NSP Shop, I bought a full hollow. I'll never forget this. I'm pretty sure I still own this too. First edition Sam Sinclair PSA 10 for $221.75 American. You could literally buy this card now if it came up on eBay probably at most 20-30 bucks. But yeah, back on March 17, 2022 from Nick Strength and Pokemon, I just gotta say it again. Not Kickstarter, just regular first edition Sam Sinclair PSA 10 for $221.75 American. If that doesn't tell you how crazy MetaZoo was back in like early 2022, I don't know what else would. That is insane. And look at this. Second edition, Full Hollow Mothman. Second edition, I can't emphasize that enough. PSA 10, I bought it for $217 Canadian. Ah, this is the purchase I wanted to see again. So, a long time ago, Nick Strength and Pokemon, I was doing a live stream, and then I went online and I thought, oh yeah, I want to buy Awful because Wilderness just came out. Everyone was going crazy for it. I'll never forget, I bragged in that stream. Yeah, I just went on eBay and I bought Awful for $45. And we gotta remember too, this is including shipping, these prices that are showing up here. So I'm pretty sure I bought it for $45, but nonetheless, I mean, that's insane. I mean, this is just hard to even show on video. Come on, man. We all see the quote streams where you can get 3 Wilderness spell books for what? Like, maybe $10 for 3 of them, maybe $6 for 3 of them, who knows? I bought 4 for $235 Canadian. Yeah. But back then, when Wilderness came out, this was not a bad deal at all. Hey, I still have this card. Kickstarter Full Hollow Jersey Devil. I think this was my first Full Hollow Kickstarter card I ever purchased. Because it was, I mean, $100. I mean, it's still quite a bit. It's horribly off-centered. It wasn't in good condition even. I never graded it. But yeah, my first Full Hollow Kickstarter card, Jersey Devil, $100. Oof, that was a bad idea. And then I bought another 2 Awful cards. So, 2 of them for $100 American. Raw. That is not good. April 1st, 2022. I guess the joke's on me. Look at this. This is just beautiful. Like, what's going on here? 2 raw copies of Bigfoot from Wilderness for $68.80 American. That is crazy. 2 boxes of Magicast for $105 American. Here I was going nuts. I bought a Full Hollow Mothman from Magicast and the April Fool's card for $142 American. Holy moly. Hey, another Steve Aoki serialized out of $2.99 for $129.97. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, talk about making a bad purchase. 3 April Fool cards, all raw, $176.30. Now, I still have these 4 April Fool cards that I bought. Or no, sorry, I don't have all of them. 2 out of 3 of these graded a PSA 10, and that other one that I bought by itself graded a PSA 10. So, at least they were grading well. But still, $176 for 3 of these. That's totally nuts. Oh yes, the Rudy Alpha Investment promo card. Sasquatch. I bought this, so obviously it's including shipping. I remember though, this was $202 for this card, raw. I'll never forget that, and I still have this card. It graded a PSA 10, so it paid off. But yeah, that was a big purchase for a raw card. That's crazy, but I still have this card. Here we have another Wilderness Full Hollow Bigfoot, $34.48 American. Ooh, 3 Awful cards, so it's already going down in value by April 14th. 3 Awful cards for $65 American, raw. Holy moly. Oh man, Dragon Ocanto Falls, 2 of them for $72 American. Now, I don't know if anyone watching this video has seen me open up all those Wilderness booster boxes on live streams. This is why I enjoyed opening them and pulling all these Awfuls and Bigfoots and Dragon Ocanto Falls and Prism Auras. Because I come from the days when I would pay this much for just 2 of these cards raw. So to be able to open up Wilderness booster boxes for like $10 each and pull these cards at free will is amazing. Like, the feeling I get is amazing because look how much I was paying for these. Oh my goodness, did I buy another one for a lot of money? April 16, 2022, I bought another Kryptonation booster box, first edition, for $822 Canadian. Holy moly, so it's coming down in value a bit, but that, wow, that's insane. Another Bigfoot from Wilderness, $48 Canadian. That's crazy. Oh, lot of 2 of them. Okay, so that's about what, $24 each? More than one here. Okay, so 1 Awful for $35. Okay. Oh, another Awful for $22.50 American. So it's coming down in value pretty quick. Oh, what do we got here? Second edition Full Hollow Mothman, PSA 10 for $208.95 Canadian. Misha Pichu, raw, for $44.99 Canadian. Hey, my first Prism Aura on April 24, 2022, raw for $60 Canadian. Oh, what am I doing here? Full Hollow, well, obviously Full Hollow. Power Up Red, not Kickstarter. This is just first edition, PSA 10 for $161 American. Holy moly. And hey, look at this. It's the MetaZoo Wilderness booster box, or the mini booster box. So 10 packs in there in the box topper. Sold by MetaZoo Games on eBay. So including shipping fees and all that, it was $50 a box, and shipping was way too much. But I bought 2 of them for $156.26 American. Another Dragon Ocanto Falls, Full Hollow. Well, obviously it's only Full Hollow. $46 Canadian. Hey, the MetaZoo medal. Nice. $45. Way too much. But I still have this card. It graded a PSA 10, so that's in my collection still. But I mean, it's a MetaZoo medal. I think that's severely undervalued when you consider the fact it's MetaZoo. That's awesome. Oh man. 2 reverse holo Mothman from Magicast. 2 of them for $47.88. Okay, next we have Bloody Mary. Raw. Sold for $92.30 American. Now that is a lot, but I still have this card, and it was the very first Bloody Mary to ever grade a PSA 10 at PSA. And one of the best cards in MetaZoo that most people either don't know about or completely forgot about. But Bloody Mary full holo, that's crazy. And it's a fan art card. Wow, why'd I even buy this? This is reverse holo Mothman, PSA 10 Cryptonation, just first edition, $214 American. I don't remember what I did with this. Obviously I must have sold it at some point, but holy moly. And trust me, we're going to see a lot of Wendigos coming up. I remember buying a lot of these. Look at this, PSA 10 Wendigo, full holo, $232 Canadian, which is a steal of a deal compared to when I bought it for what? Was it in the 393 was the last one I bought? So it was going down pretty quick. Another Bloody Mary and a Death or White Death from the fan art contest. $117 American for both cards. Hey, look at this, May 9th, 2022. I remember I was on Nick Strength and Pokemon's live stream, and he was talking about how he sells these on his shop as well, these Nick Strength and Power coins. So I went out and bought 2 of them. There's only 100 made. I bought 2 of them, and I still have them. I know exactly where they are. $77.08 for both. This is just a non-holo Mothman for $5.73, and $94.77 for a full holo. Okay. Crazy, so $100 total. Next we have the Revived Bigfoot, $85 American. Oh, and that's just the promo card. You can't scratch it or redeem it or anything. Definitely overpaid for that. And this is one of my least favorite Bigfoot artworks in all of MetaZoo. I never liked this artwork. Here we have another full holo second edition Mothman PSA 10 for $143 Canadian. 2 more Magicast boxes, $110.31. Story with these, I opened them up, and in one of the boxes I did pull a full holo Mothman, but it graded a PSA 9. And after that, I started really thinking, I'm just going to buy the singles. Hey, another full holo Bloody Mary, $60 American. Oh, here's another Wendigo full holo PSA 10, so for $139 American. Second edition Mothman PSA 10 full holo for $148 American. Holy moly. Oh, another full holo Wendigo PSA 10 for $200. Oh, another Magicast Mothman Raw for $77. Oh man, talk about overpaying. The eBay stamped Bigfoot. $122 American. What in the world? 123 bucks. Oh no, it only gets worse. $150 for one Bigfoot eBay stamped card. Oh my goodness, talk about FOMO. Right in the middle of the summer in 2022. Next we have Megacon, serialized out of 1,000, 112 bucks. Holy moly. Magicast Mothman Raw, $71 Canadian. Hey, the stained glass token. $127.25 American. I still have this card. It graded a PSA 10, so I feel like it was worth it, even though that is quite a bit. And the last card in this video, Bigfoot, full holo, obviously, eBay stamped for $68.06. That's a lot cheaper than the other one. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. This will be the end of part 1. There's gonna be several parts of this series. I hope you enjoyed part 1. It was pretty long. It was pretty exciting for me to see how much money I spent on stuff that's worth probably 95% less, maybe 98% less. Absolutely nuts. Last thing I could say at the end of this video is, anyone that's been around since 2021, I feel your pain. We all lost a lot of money. We all spent way more than we should have. But the thing is, we just didn't know. We had no idea, because MetaZoo was just, it was a rocket ship. And it was going to the moon faster than, like literally, I guess the last thing I want to say in this video is, in 2021, 2022, especially at the end of 2021, when you bought a product from MetaZoo, say a first edition Cryptonation booster box, by the time you received it in the mail, it already gained another $100 to $200 in value by the time you even received it from the person you bought it from. Like, it was a magical time to be in MetaZoo and, you know, selling stuff. I was buying a lot of stuff, but I was buying it because I wanted to get it before it was going even higher. So when I was buying a box for $300, as you saw in the beginning of the video, next thing you know, 5 months later, that same box was selling for 3 times the value, for over $900. Thing is, I'm not a sealed collector. I opened it all. I didn't capitalize on that. I did sell some singles for good money. Anyways, comment below. Let me know what you think. We're going to see you in part 2. And I'm pretty sure in part 2, we're going to be seeing some craziness with MetaZoo Topps Chrome. I really wish I was able to access stuff I sold on eBay back during this era, because I made some crazy sales as well. So in all fairness, I did spend a lot of money, but I did sell quite a bit that I bought. And it wasn't a total loss. And I do have a lot of these cards still in my collection though. Anyways, comment below. Let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed part 1, and we'll see you in part 2.